You know, in the crazy, fast-paced world of crypto, you've got the projects everyone shouts about, and then you've got the ones that move in total silence. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a contender that's been running deep underground, putting up numbers that are, well, anything but quiet. Let's really dig into the anatomy of this thing.
So, what if I told you there's a platform out there, one you've probably never even heard of, that has already processed over $128 billion in trading volume? Just let that sink in. We're talking about an engine that's churning out hundreds of millions in volume every single day. It's kind of nuts.
And it's not just the volume. It's doing it at speeds that are absolutely insane, rivaling the biggest centralized exchanges on the planet. I'm talking trades matched in under 10 milliseconds. This is not the slow, clunky, oh man, I hope my transaction goes through, decentralized experience you might be used to. This is something else entirely.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Who's doing all this trading? Almost 40,000 active traders. And here's the kicker. This is all happening while the platform is still in a closed beta. So what exactly is this ghost in the machine? All right, the platform is called Pacifica. And in this explainer, we're going to dissect exactly what makes it such a quiet powerhouse, a true titan performing in the shadows. Well, until now.
To really get why Pacifica is making such big waves, you first have to understand this fundamental problem that every single crypto trader has to deal with, that constant tug of war between speed and security.
You know the drill, right? You can go to a centralized exchange, CEX, and get that lightning-fast execution, but you have to trust them with your coins, and we all know how that can end. Or you go the other way, to a decentralized exchange, a DEX, where you hold your own keys, total self-custody. The problem? They can be painfully slow. You get wrecked by slippage. It just doesn't feel like a tool for serious traders.
And this is exactly where Pacifica just strolls into the room. It's not picking a side, it's basically creating a whole new category. Think of it as a true hybrid. It's built to give you that blazing fast sub-10 millisecond matching of a CX, but, and this is the crucial part, you always hold your own keys because it all settles on chain. It's literally the best of both worlds, with none of the usual compromises.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth did they pull this off? I mean, a project with this kind of raw power doesn't just pop up out of thin air. So let's break down the anatomy of this hype and see what's really going on under the hood.
First off, look at this team. This is not your average group of anonymous devs. We're talking about some absolute heavy hitters. You've got Constance Wong, the former COO of FTX, who knows exactly how to scale an exchange to a massive level. She's joined by vets from successful projects like NFT Perp, and you've got engineering talent from giants like Binance and Jane Street. Oh, and they also have AI experts from OpenAI and DeepMind. That mix is the secret sauce, right? It's elite exchange experience plus world-class AI. They're trying to build something smarter.
And their whole philosophy is just no fluff. The project is completely self-funded. That means no venture capitalists are pulling the strings or telling them what to do. They are just laser-focused on one thing: execution. They built their testnet in 3 months and got the mainnet live in 6. That's just an insane pace. It's all about raw trading performance, period.
So what are they actually trading? It's all about perpetuals, or perps, as everyone calls them. If you're new to the term, just think of it like this. It's a way to bet on the future price of something, like Bitcoin, but the bet never expires. You can keep your position open for as long as you want, which makes them super popular with active traders. And Pacifica is the real deal. It's got over 35 different markets. We're not just talking Bitcoin and Ether. They've got commodities like gold, even stock perps for things like Google. For the pros, they offer up to 50x leverage with both cross and isolated margin. You get all the order types you'd expect: market, limit, stop orders, the whole shebang. And in a really cool twist, the community actually gets to vote on what assets get listed next. This thing was built for real traders by real traders.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds amazing, but it's a closed beta, so how do I get in? Well, it's actually a lot more straightforward than you might think.
So first things first, you do need an invite code. But the community is super active, so if you poke around on Twitter or their Discord, you'll find them. Once you've got a code, it's dead simple. Connect to Solana wallet, drop in some USDC for collateral, and then you just pick a market, set your leverage, and you're off to the races. It's a super clean, no-nonsense way to get started. So we've hit on the speed, the security, the all-star team, but there is one more layer to Pacifica that really hints at where all of this is going. This is the X factor, the thing that could put it in a league of its own, the AI integration.
Let's be honest for a second. When you hear about complex, multi-leg trading strategies, it can sound pretty intimidating, right? It feels like something that's only for the quants and the hardcore coders. But what if it didn't have to be that way?
This is where Pacifica's AI assistant comes in, and it's designed to simplify this whole process. You literally just pick a trading pair you're interested in, choose a strategy from a pre-made list, and then you hit deploy. The AI then sets up the entire trade for you, the entry point, the stop loss, the take profit levels. It makes seriously sophisticated trading accessible to basically everyone.
One of the beta testers really put it best with this quote. With its hybrid model, its powerhouse team, and these wild AI features on the horizon, Pacifica is making a very, very bold claim. The question isn't really if it can compete anymore, it's whether anyone else is going to be able to keep up.